I cannot overstate how well the Golden State Warriors run their organization. Remember when majority owner Joe Lacob said he felt like the Warriors were light years ahead of the rest of the NBA? Well, it looks like he may have been right. Sort of. Thank you for checking out the videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Of course, I always appreciate your support for these videos. Now, enjoy the rest of the video. Now, for those who are going to say the Warriors have not won a title since 2018, they haven't been to the finals since 2019.
Yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's pretty true. That's pretty true. I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I know.
No shit, Sherlock!
Hence, the kind of in the title. I will note that since making that statement, Lacob has walked back that statement somewhat, acknowledging there are at least 7 teams that operate similarly as well as the Warriors. It is no surprise he made amendments to the statement after catching so much heat for it back in 2016, especially after they blew a 3-1 lead to the Cleveland Cavaliers and losing the NBA Finals, then enduring 2 poor seasons following their last Finals appearance in 2018. To still try to hold true to the original version of the statement would simply be illusions of grandeur.
Nonsense!
However, his amended statement does seem to be true. The Warriors are currently doing something in the modern NBA that is more rare than a talking Pikachu.
Whoa. Did you just understand me?
Oh my god, you can understand me!
What the hell was that?
They are currently extending their championship window while also placing the building blocks to carry them into the future. A future not built around the talents of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. One of the toughest time periods for a front office is when they are trying to sustain and supplement their current championship core while building the bridge to the next era of their team. Superstars tend to push their franchises for all-in buy-in as their championship windows draw closer and closer to the end. This can mean trading draft picks or younger players for pieces that can make an impact sooner rather than later. The Los Angeles Lakers, led by LeBron, and the Brooklyn Nets, led by Kevin Durant, are currently facing this reality. Now, the Warriors are not exempt from this pressure either, but I will touch on that in a little bit. After losing the championship to the Toronto Raptors and the eventual departure of Kevin Durant, the Warriors made sure to receive a return for Durant once he left. They did a sign and trade for Durant that got them D'Angelo Russell in exchange for Durant and a protected first-round pick that would eventually become a 2025 second-round pick instead. That season was already one marred with injury following Klay Thompson's ACL tear in the NBA Finals, so the team expectations were tempered. However, there were hopes they could make some noise with a Curry and Russell backcourt until this happened.
Shooting hand stop.
Steph Curry with a lot of contact. He's holding that left wrist.
In that one moment, everyone knew it was a lost season for the Warriors. Everyone also knew that the D'Angelo Russell experiment was a one-season ordeal, as Klay Thompson would eventually return and fill that role. They made the most of him as an asset to go and extract Andrew Wiggins from the Minnesota Timberwolves. The entire transaction saw Golden State get Wiggins, a 2021 top 3 protected first-round pick, and a 2021 second-round pick. Wiggins is a tangible asset for the Warriors and provides them a form of utility that was lost with the departure of Kevin Durant and even Harrison Barnes before him. Not to mention that first-round pick eventually became Jonathan Kuminga, who has been a quality contributor for the Warriors as a rookie. They value him so much they would not even include him in trade scenarios for Ben Simmons because they were so high on his potential. Not to mention they also made another great pick back in 2019 when Kevin Durant left by taking Jordan Poole, a player who was one of the finalists for the 2022 Most Improved Player of the Year award. Poole is now one of the leading scorers for the team in the playoffs with nearly 23 points per game on splits of 56.5% from the field and 46% from deep at the time of this recording. While the Warriors' down years may be instances where detractors would scoff at them being light years ahead, one could argue the contrary. Maximizing on a late first-round pick in the instance of Poole is a key to maintaining your team, as well as making a valuable pick when you are in prime position in the lottery. There's still skepticism around their 2020 second overall pick, James Wiseman, due to many health struggles early on. However, in his short stint with the Warriors so far, the flashes are there. His ability to soundly protect the rim and also being agile enough to hold his own on the perimeter that are tools that would help buffer the Warriors' defense. It's a testament to this front office's consistency in doing one thing, the one thing that is probably the most important in all the sports.
Hurry it up, will ya?
Team building. They bring in players that fit into the organization and buy into the vision and scheme of how the team operates. Chemistry and fit are just as important as talent when building a team. A lot of big names can make a roster sound good, but if they don't fit, then much of it can be hollow. The Warriors have had opportunities to chase the big names at the risk of messing up the chemistry their core team already had. Each and every time they have held serve. Everyone remembers years ago when they almost traded Klay Thompson for Kevin Love. It is the most notable time where they almost blew it all up. It all led to the infamous moment where Jerry West, who was an advisor to the team at the time, stopped them from making the trade. The checks and balances within the team's upper manager are why they are so successful. Now, they obviously have not won a title in a few years and still might not this year, but the fact that they are always at the top of the conversation when they are healthy speaks volumes. Does this mean they are light years ahead? You tell me. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into this KBR Sports video. Of course, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys also hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Leave a like on the video as well. Let me know what your thoughts are. Comment your thoughts down below. What do you think the Warriors are? Do you think the Warriors are a team that is light years ahead? Kind of. I don't want anybody telling me, hey, look, they're not even close, but I said kind of, because I know I'm going to hear the arguments. Well, they haven't won a championship since this year. They haven't won a championship since Durant left. Yeah. But the thing is, the Spurs didn't win a championship every year either. But guess what? They were always in contention. The Spurs maintained a great organization. When everybody regarded the Spurs era with the Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili era, they were normally regarded as the best well-run team in basketball, right? And this Warriors team has kept its championship window open. Think about this, guys, dating back to 2015. That's an incredible window to have a team be a championship contention. Think about all the favorites we had back then in those years. A lot of those teams have fallen off now in terms of their viability as contention, or they fell off and have come back up into contention. With the Warriors, it was always a question about their health. It wasn't a question about whether or not they would be able to field a team that's good enough. It's just about how healthy are they. Just think about that. When it comes to how healthy they are, that's really the main question. It's not about, are the Warriors going to be able to get good pieces to match with Steph, Klay, and Draymond. It's always about their health. So now when you're looking at this team in the postseason where they're all healthy, they're going to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, things could change depending on how this finals series could go, of course, but it's going to be really interesting, man. I think that this Warriors team deserves their credit for how well run they are in the front office management, and also their players, how bought in they are to the culture and how everything runs and flows with that team. That's definitely a big anecdote that I want to make sure we all kind of take note of, because a guy like Steph Curry, when you have him as your pillar and the centerpiece as a franchise superstar, that gives way for a guy like Kevin Durant to come in and feel like he's welcome because Steph Curry welcomed him. I don't know if that dynamic would have worked with many other superstars who are used to being the fixture of their teams, and another guy coming in could possibly take away from their spotlight or take away from them being the guy on the team. Steph didn't care. He just wanted to win more championships, and a lot of the times people gave him the credit for it just as that. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, and let me know what other videos you want to see around this postseason so far. And obviously, even going into the offseason, we really only got a month left of basketball. As sad as it sounds, we really only got a month left. So let me know what videos you guys want to see. And until next time, guys, I'm out. The Los Angeles Lakers, led by LeBron, and the Brooklyn Nets. The Los Angeles Lakers, led by the Now the Warriors are not exempt from this pressure either by